Hey, what's up guys? Planet Airsoft here. We are outside again because the weather is awesome, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever Q&A video. So I had you guys submit questions on my Instagram page, which is @PlanetAirsoft. If you're not already following me there, check it out. I'm going to put the name of it here somewhere. I post daily airsoft pictures. It's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, whatever. You can check it out if you want. It'd be cool. Give me a follow there. It's sunny out, jeez. Unfortunately, I won't have time to do all the questions submitted because there are quite a few and I don't want to make this video too long. But be sure to submit your questions for the next Q&A if this goes well. I'm going to do another one in the comment section below of this video. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. EZAIDAN, I guess Azaden99 asks, how long have you been airsoft done? 2.5 years now, I think, or about 3 years maybe. HSA.Stebs asks, how many times have you gotten shot in the balls? Never, thank God. I'm not looking forward to that. PRG.1010 asks, what's your perspective over Huber My Patch? Well, I'm not going to link that video down below, so if you guys already saw it, great. If you guys didn't, just wait for the next question because it does not deserve the popularity it got, according to me anyways. It's really ridiculous, the whole situation. The guy luckily got banned from whatever field he was playing at, and then he did that. It's a really stupid situation. He should really be banned from every field if that's even possible because he's just a complete jackass for doing that. If you're watching this video, you're a jackass. Jackson_Doding, I don't know. How does it feel to go from a smaller Viner photographer / YouTuber to now a well-known one in the airsoft world? I don't really consider myself that well-known yet. I'm aiming for 100K and then whatever. But I'm really glad for all the support you guys have been giving me. It's like unreal to me. When I first made this page, I mean, here we go. When I first made this page, I was not expecting this. I only did it because I really like taking pictures, and then from there I went to YouTube and blah blah blah. But it feels amazing. I still can't believe it. Like sometimes when I check out my numbers, like on Instagram specifically, I'm like, wow, how is this even possible? Like, how did this happen? So it feels amazing, and thank you guys so much for that. Justin_loves_USMC asks, do you prefer using optics or do you trace your BBs either by just watching them or using a flashlight? I prefer using optics, but I do use the other method if my optics aren't like working for whatever reason. I feel like if you have a zeroed in optic, you can get shots on target much quicker instead of having to watch your BBs and going off the second or third shot to actually hit the person. Universal Airsoft asks, how long have you been into photography before this account? Number of years. Actually, I pretty much started doing my photography when I started this account. When I first started, maybe like a week before, literally, I started Instagram. I've been taking pictures with my iPhone, like my iPhone 4 or whatever the 5G iPhone I had back then. And I was just taking pictures and posting them up. If you guys stalk me way back, I have some really shitty pictures on Instagram you can check out. But I pretty much started like a week before my Instagram, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I like my pictures or whatever. I like taking pictures, and I'll post them up and see what other people think. So like a week after that, I made my Instagram account, and I got here. Jane Norman 2467 asks, what is your favorite gun of all time? If we're talking in the airsoft world, if we're talking platform, I would say M4. Which is kind of boring, but I just like it because it's really comfortable, and the accessories, is that even a word? Accessorize? I don't know. The way you can customize it is amazing, and I really like it. It's really comfortable for me. I like stuff that you can like get max your teammates and stuff and not have to worry about that. But if we're talking specifically, I would say the Tokyo Mori Recoil Shock M4. I'm really a fan of that gun. It's my favorite stock gun ever that I've ever used and owned or even played with. Obviously, upgraded guns is a different story, but that's my favorite stock gun. Osta_Mandarini asks, when did you start airsoft? Well, about 2.5 years ago to 3 years ago. HT_Airsoft asks, why did you start airsoft Instagram / who influenced you to create an Instagram? Well, I've always loved the idea of Instagram on just Instagram in general. I've always been a fan of Instagram, even before I made my Planet Airsoft page. Why is that guy watching me? Hi. Okay, watch me. Cool. Anyways, no one really influenced me to create one. I just, like I said, like a week before I actually made my Instagram, I've been taking pictures of guns just for fun. And I liked doing it, and I'm like, why don't I post it up and see what other people think? So yeah, that's how I started. Speedloaders asks, how do you feel about Oppenheimer and their tech services? Well, I don't really know what to feel about them because I never use their tech services, and I've never tested a gun that went through their tech services, but I've seen like videos on guns they made, and they seem to be really good at what they do, at least by creating custom guns. So I guess, I don't know, they seem pretty cool, and I would like to check them out one day. Milky Way _ Airsoft asks, are mystery boxes worth buying? Well, I have mixed feelings about those because I've received some, like my Fox Airsoft one. If you guys saw my recent unboxing of the $25 one, I got really cool stuff. I was really happy with that. I'll put the link to the video down below if you want to check that out. But I've also gotten screwed over. Like, I've received broken guns in regular mystery boxes, and they wouldn't replace it because it's from a mystery box. And like, one company even said you get 2 days to call them up, and that's how long your return policy is. Like, what the hell? Whatever. Anyways, but some of them are really cool. Some of them I wouldn't recommend. But definitely check out the ones by Fox Airsoft. They make really, really cool ones. I just actually got the $50 one, so stay tuned for that video. Andrew Prestridge asks, how many high caps do you need to carry? I actually use mid caps. But if you're not playing a Milsim game, I mean, if you're playing Milsim, you're probably not using high caps anyways. But if you're not playing a Milsim game where they have BB limits, magazine limits, whatever, I would recommend carrying as many as you can because you can never have too much ammo, but you could always have too little. So, Weston_Robertson asks, what's the worst airsoft purchase you ever made? I bought a mystery box for $100. I'm not going to name the company, but it was a pistol mystery box. They sent me a broken one, and they wouldn't replace it. So that was definitely the worst purchase I ever made because it sucked. Mason_W33D asks, what is your favorite gun you've ever owned? Tokyo Marine M4 Recoil Shock. It's my favorite stock gun. It's incredible. After that would be, surprisingly, even though it's a lot lower in price range, the Lancer Tactical MMC. It's amazing. I really highly recommend that gun. It's only $180, so definitely check it out if you're getting into airsoft or you're already involved in airsoft. Whatever, either way, it's a great gun. 25Leo25 asks, why did you start airsoft? Well, I used to be into paintball, like I previously mentioned, and one time I checked out a paintball store that was both. It had both airsoft and paintball. I don't remember which one, to be honest, but I saw the guns and they're like so realistic. I was really impressed, and I bought one just to try it out, and I really, really liked it. I went to field, and from there, that's how it all started. Strike Ranger asks, what are your thoughts about HPA guns, including tap snipers, etc.? Well, I don't know how to... Okay, so I used to love Polar Star, and I still do. I think they're great, and they don't break easily, and whatever, all that. But I just wasn't getting the performance that I was paying. Like, I was paying a lot of money to build a Polar Star. They aren't cheap, and I wasn't getting the performance I wanted. So I kind of like moved away from HPA. But I still use HPA pistols because I don't like reloading gas, and also because efficiency and consistency is a lot better, and there's no cooldown. So I really like that, including snipers. I've never tried that, but I've always wanted to. So eventually I might get a gas sniper and tap it. I think they're fine. I mean, they're pretty cool. HPA is awesome. It's maybe the future of airsoft, but a lot of fields are banning it, so maybe not the future of airsoft. I don't know. We'll find out. Joe Tomazzi_4714 asks, Polar Star Tippmann, what performs better? I think the Polar Star for sure, because the Tippmann full auto sucks. But the semi-auto is actually not bad. It's really accurate. It has great range and consistency. I just don't like a lot of things about the Tippmann. If I had to pick one, I'd pick Polar Star for sure. Bro_do_you_even_operate. Nice name. AEG or GBB? AEG all the way, but GBB for fun. Like, if I had to pick one for practicality, I would pick AEG. But if I wanted something that was featured like a secondary weapon and just have it for fun, it would be GBB. J Norman 2467 asks, do you have a girlfriend, and any tips for new YouTubers? No, I do not, and I believe I already answered a question similar to this. But basically, just like, don't get frustrated because in the beginning it sucks. Like, I mean, it doesn't suck, but you're not going to be getting much views and you won't be getting many subscribers. Like, in the beginning, I remember every time I got like 1 subscriber, I'd be so excited. Like, every time I got an additional subscriber, and anytime someone liked my video or watched my video, it just got me really excited. And that's the awesome part about it. Like, I kind of missed that part of getting so excited about small numbers, like getting like 1 follower more on Instagram, for example, was amazing to me. And now, I don't know, it's just not the same. But don't get frustrated. Like, stay persistent and just keep on uploading your best content. And if your content's good and people like your content, eventually it'll grow. _Exodus Airsoft asks, Coke or Pepsi? Coke. Yeah, Coke for sure. Killer X I Care Y asks, what do you think about Singapore banning airsoft? I mean, I didn't even hear about that, but anyone that bans airsoft, I'm just not a fan of that, so that sucks. Because once one place bans it, the next place bans it, and blah blah blah. It's a whole chain reaction. So that kind of sucks. Juden Niles asks, WeTech or HFC? I hated WeTech in the past, like they've sucked, but the recent guns are actually, like their newer guns, like from this past year, are actually pretty good. Like I've tried out their new Glock, and I just got their WeTech Scar H in a trade. I've never used it. I mean, I haven't gotten it yet, but I've seen reviews and stuff, and I've actually personally had hands-on experience with their Glock and the new Glock, and it actually seems like they put in some work into upgrading their stuff, so that's great. So probably WeTech. I don't really like HFC. Mason underscore W33D asks, what's the worst gear failure you ever had? Okay, so one of my first games, for some reason I bought the Curse Factor. I mean, I missed that thing, but as one of my first guns, it was not good. And I had a WeTech Glock 18 as my secondary, so like, it's not even that dramatic, but it's the worst I guess I ever had. I was just in the middle of a firefight, and all of a sudden I hear it, tss. My Vector was out of gas, and it just wouldn't shoot anymore, obviously. And then I pulled out my Glock, and that was out of gas too, so I'm like, shit, and I just walked off the field because there was nothing else to do. That underscore boy underscore scout asks, do you play video games? Yes, I used to. I don't play so much anymore, but I still have my 360 with a whole bunch of Call of Duty games because that's my favorite, and I also have some Battlefield games because those are pretty cool too. And I might get back on eventually when I have more time, but I haven't been doing so much recently. Underscore Nick underscore Ross underscore asks, best JPC for under $70. Great question. I actually use Lancer Tactical JPC. It definitely retails for under 70. I don't remember exactly how much, but I think 60, but it's definitely under 70. I highly recommend it. I use it myself, and I play hard, and it's in perfect condition, so that's great. Highly recommend that one. Alright, so I covered a lot of the questions asked, so I'm going to call it an end for this video, and I've actually had fun with this. This was pretty fun, so be sure to leave your comments in the comment section below, your questions in the comment section below for the next Q&A video. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.